Hello student and welcome to another class of ancient Indian history. Today we are going to talk about Harappan civilization and the subtopic will be the various phases of Harappan civilization. So let me write the subtopic for you, phases of Indus Valley civilization or Harappan civilization. Now, in many books, in fact, those who have studied about Harappan civilization in their school, they will remember that we used to study about three phases of Harappan civilization. That is early phase, mature phase and the declining phase or later phase. But today historians believe that just dividing the phases into three phases won't do. There are many sub layers into different sites that has been discovered. In one site we have found evidence of various phases. So when we study Harappan civilization now, we divide it into four phases. The first phase is known as pre-Harappan phase. The second phase is known as early Harappan phase. The third phase is known as mature Harappan phase. Then we have decline or late Harappan phase. Now let us talk about these four phases. First we are going to talk about the pre-Harappan phase. Now when I talk about the pre-Harappan phase, one has to remember that the very foundation of Harappan civilization said to have started from Mehergarh. Mehergarh is said to be the epicenter of various phases that built later on. Now Mehergarh is a Neolithic site, but at the same time when you look at the time frame of Mehergarh, it started somewhere around 7000 BC. So when we talk about pre-Harappan phase, this pre-Harappan phase can be tagged from 7000 BC to 5000 BCE. And which is the site which is associated with this pre-Harappan phase? That is Mehergarh. And where is Mehergarh? It is in Baluchistan, Sindh. It is in Baluchistan, Pakistan. Okay, Baluchistan is a place in Pakistan. In Baluchistan, we have found Mehergarh. What was the main important feature of the pre-Harappan phase? The main important feature was adoption of agriculture. This is the time when we see growth of agriculture. And at the same time, people started living in mud brick houses. Now remember, this pre-Harappan phase is associated with the first half of Neolithic age. So this is the time when people shifted to agriculture from hunting gathering. They started adopting agriculture, and this may have laid the foundation of the mature Harappan phase. In mature Harappan phase, one of the most important activity was agriculture. It was the agricultural surplus which gave a push to the Harappan civilization. So this is known as pre-Harappan phase, and then we come to early Harappan phase. Now this early Harappan phase, let me write the time frame here, can be tagged somewhere around 3300 to 2600 BC. This is the time frame associated with early Harappan phase. This is also known as a transitional phase. Why it is known as transitional phase? Because from early Harappan phase, it is the whole civilization is taking a transition and it is entering the mature phase of urban civilization. Now, one of the important sites of early Harappan phase is Kalibangan. Kalibangan is one site which is connected not only with early Harappan phase, but it is also associated with mature Harappan phase. Now, what are the features of early Harappan phase? Obviously, there is agricultural surplus, there is trade, there is pottery. Now, pottery began during this time. Pottery is also an important feature of pre-Harappan phase, and pottery making became more prominent in the early Harappan phase. We also see growth of village life and fortified settlements. So, village life and fortified settlements started taking place. The first phase of urbanization can be seen during this time. What are the important sites associated with early Harappan phase? Let me write it down. The sites are, first of all, let us remember Kalibangan, then Amri, Kodiji. These sites are very important. Let me again talk about Kalibangan. Kalibangan is important because it also represents the early Harappan phase. That's why in Kalibangan we do not see use of extensive use of burned bricks. Okay, we don't see extensive use of burned brick in Kalibangan. Neither we see a properly laid drainage system, which is the feature of mature Harappan phase. Now, use of burned brick, properly laid drainage system is feature of mature Harappan phase. We don't see that, but we definitely see fortified city. We definitely see growth of burial practices. We see urbanization in other form like houses, and we see the differentiation between citadel and the lower town. Such important features are obviously available in Kalibangan as well. One more site that I want to talk about is Chanhudaro. Now, this site is very important. It is also part of early Harappan phase, but one must remember that this is the only site where we have not found any citadel. So, when we talk about the Amri or Kodiji or Kalibangan from early Harappan phase, we do find the rudimentary existence of citadel in all these three cities, but Chanhudaro is one of the important trade centers of Harappan civilization, but we do not find any citadel in Chanhudaro. Students, remember that. Now, let us talk about mature phase. Now, the first pre-Harappan and early Harappan can be tagged as Neolithic sites, and in early Harappa we see the switch to the Chalcolithic age. By the time we come to mature Harappan phase, this is a proper Bronze Age civilization when bronze was used. But remember, in Harappa, the extensively used metal was copper. Bronze has been found, but it was copper which was more extensively used. Now, when we talk about mature Harappan phase, the time frame given to mature Harappan phase is 2700 BC to 1900 BC. What are the characteristics of this phase? The characteristic of this phase is obviously urbanization, town planning, presence of scripts, uniform, measurement unit. So, measurement unit, okay. weight and measurement unit. Now this is a very important feature of urban civilization of mature Harappan phase, that from all the sites we have found uniform measurement unit, weight and measurement unit. Though citadel is not a specific feature of all the site, in most sites we have found citadel, and the number of citadel also varies. From Dholavira we have not found just one but more than one citadel. Similarly, in many sites we have found 3 citadels, 2 citadels. So citadel is important but not in all the site. As I told you, in Chanhudaro we have not found citadel at all, but uniform weight and measures unit is found. Weight and measure unit is uniform throughout the site. So urbanization, town planning script and uniform weight measure. Then burial practices. In Harappan civilization we find similar kind of burial practices. The dead bodies were placed in wooden coffin and then they were buried. Though there are few unique examples as well, we have found pot burials as well, but mostly Harappan people they practiced burial, burial with their dead body. They buried their dead body. So these are important. And then the religious practices, but then religious practices cannot be termed as a very important feature, because it's a very secular religious practices that you find. There is not one religion which existed in Harappan civilization. There were many religion, but then you will also find a flourishing trade and commerce. This is a very important feature of the mature Harappan phase. Trade and commerce is so important, because in the later Harappan phase this is what we find, the decline of trade and commerce. Now let's talk about the late Harappan phase. Before I go to late Harappan phase, one more thing, I think you all know which are the sites of mature Harappan phase. Dholavira is there, Rakhigadi is there, which is considered as one of the important center of Harappan civilization, and then again the two important places, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. These two sites are part of mature Harappan phase. Now let's talk about late Harappan phase or the declining phase. After 1900 we see a steady decline in the urbanization and it continued till 1300 BCE. This is known as the late Harappan phase, and when we say decline, it doesn't mean like in late Harappan phase we cannot say that Harappan civilization went extinct. It was not like in just matter of 200 years the whole village vanished or the whole site vanished. When we say late Harappan phase, it is the decline of all these features, the features that I have talked about. In urbanization, we don't find the urban planning, that we see the metropolitan hub that Harappan sites were. There is a steady decline in that, steady decline in population. Especially in the late Harappan sites, we have found, example of internal chaos, civil rights, and increasing number of disease like leprosy and tuberculosis. Such evidence have been found in the later Harappan sites. Now another important feature of late Harappan site is the growth of slum areas or satellite cities. Okay, so what do we see? First of all, we see decline in urbanization, trade and town planning. When we talk about town planning, in the late Harappan site, we do not find well-maintained drainage system. There were hardly any underground drainage system. Instead, they were placing pot right outside the outlet, to connect the outlet of their drainage and to collect all the waste material that was coming out of their washroom. They placed a pot outside the house. One of the important sites of late Harappan civilization is Lothal. Though it was one of the important port sites, but still we see the evidence of decline in Lothal. Then Daimabad in Maharashtra is also one of the very important sites where we find decline in the urbanization and all the features which mark the mature Harappan site. Also the uniform weight and measure system also vanished, and the script was also not used. Like in Dholavira, we have found signboard, you know, having scripts, but such script or example of script was no more found in the later Harappan sites. So this was again, this phase is marked with the growth of individual cultures. Now cultures like cemetery age culture, and Rangpur culture developed during that time. Rangpur culture was you know, it was not an urban civilization, it was more like a Neolithic culture. It developed in Gujarat, and the cemetery age culture developed somewhere in northwestern India. Now when we talk about cemetery age, why it is called cemetery age? Cemetery age is many times associated with the Aryans as well, because unlike the burial practice of Harappans, in cemetery age the dead bodies were burned or cremated, and then the ash were kept in a clay pot or urn, okay, which was decorated. The red urn, it was red in color, it was decorated with motifs. So this was not a practice which was you know, very much popular in Harappa, because Harappans buried their dead body, but in cemetery age we have found that the dead bodies were cremated. Now it is called cemetery age because this kind of cemetery was found in Harappa, and the section where it was found, that area was tagged as area H. That's why you know, wherever we have found that kind of cremation, that place has been tagged as cemetery H. Now it was seen that during the later Harappan phase, many cultures had established themselves in the northwestern part of India, where they were not practicing burial, but they were practicing cremation, okay, and they have been connected with the Aryans who were migrating into India. Now there were many reasons why you know, this decline must have set in. Many historians like Mortimer Wheeler, he proclaimed that it was actually the you know, the Harappan, the Aryans who came to India, due to which this decline came. But recently historians have refuted it, like Fair Service and Rakes. They have said that there must have been climatic change or plate tectonic movement, due to which the river belt had shifted, or there was you know, ecological imbalance which had resulted in the decline, and we will talk about those decline in the coming you know, chapters. But right now you need to know about these 4 phases, and these are the 4 phases. The last thing that I want to mention here is the site associated with late Harappan phase will be Lothal and Daimabad. These are 2 important sites which are associated with the late Harappan phase. I hope this class was informative enough. I will meet you in another class with another topic of ancient Indian history.